Okay, so this is lesson 2 of the Louise Fletcher taster course for the Find Your Joy course. And so what we're supposed to do, and this is a bit of a head twister when you're used to doing what you usually do, is to start out with colors you don't usually use and tools you don't usually use, and just start doing and notice how you feel as you're going through a sort of state of resistance perhaps, or maybe it might be fun, I don't know. So it's all a big experiment. So I'm just showing you, these are what I basically, my go-to colors are usually Indian red, Indian yellow, cadmium red, and turquoise. I love these colors together. They make so many colors together, combined with black and white. So, but I can't use those yet. The second part of this exercise, we can start bringing in things that we usually use, and also notice how we feel during that process. So I'm going to put these aside, and these are the brushes I tend to go to. And this is a Catalyst Wedge, which is a really cool little, kind of like a bowl scraper. It's made out of silicone or some such. I use that a lot normally. So they're going away over here where I can't reach them. And I just grabbed what I don't usually. And so I'll just get my palette here so that you can see the colors. And it doesn't matter what you use at this point, really. It's not about making a pretty picture. So I haven't used this, I don't even know what it's called, bismuth yellow, or anyway, it's kind of a, oh, maybe it's not even cut. So that goes to show you how often I use this color. I haven't even opened it yet, so there you go. So nice big gob of that. Wow, that's like pretty bright. And the other color, I just got this recently, and I've been using it a little bit, but I'm definitely not comfortable using it. So I am going to put out a blob of, this is fluorescent magenta. And actually these colors look really cool together. So far I'm feeling okay. I'm not doing anything yet, except for I like to choose, one from the sort of reddish family, one from the yellow family, and one from the blue family. Because it just tends to be, I know we're not really probably even supposed to be thinking in terms of that, but it just makes the process a little more interesting. So we've got ultramarine blue, which I don't know why I don't usually use it, because it's a good color, but I just don't. I'm going to add another color that I haven't, it's new, pretty new, and I haven't been using it yet, really. It's an opaque, it's called raw umber. You can tell that when the lid makes a big crack sound, that it hasn't been used very much. Just while I'm thinking of it, I'm going to wipe off that dry paint so it's easier to open the next time. And this is a pretty dark color, so I'm going to just put a little blob off to the side. This is sort of like, I don't know, maybe I'll dip into that. I have no idea what I'm going to do. Okay, so we've got some colors. I might use black and white, but I'm sort of running out of room on the palette here. It doesn't really matter. I could make a pretty dark color probably out of something just with the colors I have. Okay, so I don't even know if I'm going to mix the colors. Well, maybe I will just a little bit, but not like really too thinky. Really, I just want to see what happens and how I feel about what the combinations I get. So everybody knows yellow and blue make green, but what kind of green? So let's just take a little bit of that blue because it's pretty dark. I mean, this could be just a whole nother experience where I find things that I didn't really know before. So actually kind of liking that green. It's really beautiful. Wow. Okay. So that's one thing. And palette knives, I don't usually use either. So I'm just going to leave it on the palette, and I'll use it in this painting because I don't normally use them. And because it's just all gummed up, I'm just going to take a little bit of this, whatever's called neon magenta, fluorescent magenta, and I'm just going to add a titch of this raw umber. And I like that better, so I just like how that could be a new color too. I'm liking this so far. And then the blue, well, it's pretty dark. I mean, I could make some sort of like purpley, you know, the more blue you add, the more blue it goes, the more red tones, it goes more kind of purpley. So anyway, just doesn't matter. It's not rocket science here. But that does make a cool color. Like, I don't think I've ever even seen this color before. So, guess what? I am gonna try that again sometime. Okay, so now I'm pretty excited because I got some colors, you know, going on here that I'm liking. And I'm not doing a painting. I am just like having some fun here and experimenting. Just trying to make some room. I picked out, okay, I'll put my palette aside. And now I want to show you, other than brushes, so I just started thinking of outside the box about things that I don't usually use for tools. And this I made just from a paper towel roll with some, it's the cupboard liner, and then I just put some string on the outside. I have no idea what that will look like, but I thought it would be kind of cool. This is like a lint remover, and oh, it's kind of sticky. Okay, that might, okay, that won't work. Let's not use that, because I don't want to peel my gesso off the paper. Let's go with just the brayer. This is a brayer. It's a 6-inch brayer, which is just a roller, a hard plastic roller. And I don't usually use it on my paintings. I use it on the jelly plate. It's awesome. But so this would be good to try this out. Another thing I don't usually use is a foam brush. I use this for other things, but not for painting. I've got a couple of like some foam, like makeup application things. I just found this little, I find things on the beach, this little plastic thingy. Maybe, I don't know, press it into the paint. This is like a little cookie cutter for kids. It looks like a pig, but I've never used it. So I just thought maybe use that. I've got a toothbrush that's kind of really had it. A spoon, I don't know, back of the spoon, maybe. How about a stick? And I don't know if I'm going to use all of these things, so I just thought it'd be good to have a variety. A clothes peg, maybe just, you know, maybe a little stamping or something. And then how about a rock? I don't know. Put some paint on it and roll it around. I do not know. And then something I just bought, I haven't used yet, is this like 12-inch squeegee. And I'm excited to actually start using this because I sort of have a plan for it, but I'll see how that works out. But for now, because I haven't used it, I mean, it almost covers the whole sheet of paper. I could just smush everything around. Okay, so when I got a stick too, just, you know, Okay, so I'll just put, try to make some space here. Okay, here we go. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, that's okay because that's not the idea. All right, making some room. So what am I going to start with? Like I said, I don't want to get too fussy here. I just want to get the paint down. So might as well just use the palette knife, like, because it's there. And I'm just start. And just, oh, whoa. Okay. I like that. I like how that, you know, with the white background. This is feeling pretty good. I think it's quite free feeling just doing this because there's no agenda or you know, plan. Oh my God. Oh, now I'm just like, that is so thick. Really liking that green. It makes me feel very happy. Let's add a little bit more yellow with it. And I like that, how it goes over the blue. Whoa, and this little scumbling there, that's so, you know, a little happy accident or whatever. Okay, I can feel myself, every now and then I can feel myself trying to make the painting. But this is just plain. Okay, whoa, that feels more like clay. Just smoosh it. That's very cool. Feels good. Ah, loving it. Okay, I need another, because I just don't want to keep. And maybe I'll just mix all these colors together. I don't know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. How is it? Oh, cool. Goes right through. Like, whoa. Makes a really fine line if you use the edge of this. And just, whoa. It kind of has a life of its own. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's like shooting all over the place, and it kind of, wow. That's fun. Oh, there's a big gob of paint there. Oh, I like, this is like play. Oh, I like how that, so that's like the greens coming through, you know, the layer thing. Sorry about hitting the camera. Okay, let's just smush it all. I don't know if I'm supposed to. I guess there's no supposed to, but what I usually do is think about covering the entire canvas, but it's, or paper, but it's a large piece of paper. So now I got this big bunch of burnt umber here. So, okay, let's try a different tool. Right, I'm getting so involved in this palette. Okay, how about, I don't know, I'm gonna roll. I really want to try this out. So I'm just going to, I'm gonna kind of smoosh off a bit of the paint that's on the palette knife because I don't want it to dry out. Woo. Got a balancing act going on over here. Just little bits of color here and there just to wipe it off. And then the green, I'll do the same just to get that. This would be better if it was something firm, like if I had a wooden dowel or something inside it, because it's kind of squishy just with the paper. So what I'm going to do, and I'll show you, except I can't put my thing down because we have wet paint, is, okay, so I got it here, and I'm not really thinking about it too much. I'm just going to roll this and get it all gooey. And it will, because it's out of my control, like I am going to get like just all different kinds of bits of paint on it until, thank goodness I have gloves on. Okay, now it's starting to turn a bit muddy here, so let's not get too crazy. Okay, so here we go. Just kind of, oh, I'm liking it, I'm liking it. That is cool. Oh my God, it looks like little, I don't know, grass. Now that's just like such a different texture than these big blobs of paint here. So, oh yeah, I'm noticing I want to make it a painting again, but we're not. Just, wow, that is, okay, I'm just going to get, oop. I'm going to just go for this because the yellow is, I have a lot of yellow here. Try to pick that up. And now that I kind of know what this sort of looks like, I'll just kind of put the yellow down and keep rolling. And it's really like, because it's a lot of paint, it's just gooey. It's not really, you know, what you'd want to put on if you're painting it on. Let's look if you go back and forth. Well, you kind of get, so just increasing the texture of the thing. Okay, so that's one interesting tool. Now where do I put this? Okay, am I having fun or what? Okay, I'm gonna, what am I gonna do? Okay, I gotta be careful. Oh, maybe I'll just use my hand. Oh, there you go. See if we get it. Yeah, it's just like when you were a kid, you know, finger painting. Loving that. Oh, and look at all the different colors that come out because I've got so many layers of color on my hands. Let's just put that in a couple of places. This is going to end up just a yucky mess, but it doesn't matter because we're not making a masterpiece. Just kind of spreading it around. That's cool. Look at that. Oh, my piece of art in itself. Let me try to, my dog's gonna bark maybe. I like that. Okay, there's another thing. What else we got here? Oh, the brayer. Oh, my hands are so wet with paint. I'll just kind of dry that off a bit. I like just the paint on the glove is pretty cool. Wow. Might start something new here. Okay, so I've got the brayer, and maybe I will take some, what do I have handy? I need some white. I'm looking for my white. Okay, here it is. I've got some white, like pre-mixed with a little bit of yellow, and I just want to use it up, so let's just like that. Okay, now I'll use a palette knife. I don't care if I get the blue in here. There's like big gooey things. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna flick it around. That even looks cool just to see how that splashes. Okay, and I want to roll this with I want to try one thing I want to try is see what it looks like rolled with the brayer. And of course the paint is probably still wet, so I don't know what it's going to do. Let's see. Ooh. Wow. Oh, that's interesting. Whoa. That's all depends on the wetness of the paint. So well, there's a big glob there. Some, you know, the more white that was in the spot. Oh, going that way. That's kind of cool. This is almost like a jelly plate in a way. This reminds me because I use the brayer a lot with the jelly plate. Okay, now it's just a big hot mess that is now pink. What about if we just go crazy like that? Amazing how things can change so quickly in a painting. I'm trying to just get this paint off the brayer. So I'm looking for little bare spots. Okay, I'm gonna just douse that in the water. Now maybe a stick would be a good thing to use now. I got just a little stick from the beach. How about that? Just scrape. Oh, so that's kind of cool because when you scrape into the paint while it's wet, it shows the paint underneath it. Okay, let's go crazy now. Don't get all this safe stuff going on. Oh, yeah, I like that. And then if I didn't really like all of it, I could just smush up some, you know, cover it. Oh, even that is a different feel to it. But ugly, but hey. Okay, now the paper towel has really got paint on it. Lots of paint. I just let paint get right on my table because it's not dear. I want to use this rock. Okay, the paint is wet, but that's okay. Doesn't matter. I'm going to put the rock like right in the paint. I've never done this before. Oh my god. Okay. So it's pretty much covered in white paint. So, how's that? Looks like an egg. A broken egg. Okay, how about make spots with it, or let me just roll it around. Completely out of my control here. Oh, yeah. It's kind of hard to roll because it's not round. Or, oh, there's a opportunity to put my handprint again. Ta-da! Okay, so I'm going to try rolling the rock but not touching it. Wow, so glad to have gloves. Okay, so now there's probably not enough paint left on it, but that is crazy. Woo, it might end up on the floor. Whoa. Okay, now I have a white rock. It's very rare. What kind of rock is that? Okay, so now what else can I use? How about, I'll try this little squeaky thing. I'll just take the whole thing, and the white is still kind of wet. Oh, so I like that better. Wow. I'm just really enjoying the layers of this paint. So we've got a little bit on the back, because it kind of lifts up some paint, but it also, like, it lifts it up and sort of shows what's beneath. I like that. I mean, I like that when I'm normally painting, to show the history. I didn't really know what was going to happen with this, but now if I was working on not paper, like wood, this would have so many more opportunities to, you know, scrape and do different things with, but paper's a little bit limited because it gets so wet and pretty soon it's going to tear apart. Okay, I'm just going to wipe off this goo, but don't waste it. Just put it on there. And okay, that paper towel has well used. Okay, I just need to take a minute to wipe this, because if I don't, it will dry hard, and then it'll make it not very useful. It doesn't have to be clean necessarily, but it has to be not gummed up with paint on the edge especially. And that's the same for, I use a trowel quite a bit, and yeah, you always have to sort of make sure you're on top of cleaning it before the paint dries. Okay, so use that. Now I want to do something with this, like what? What have I got here? Well, how about, do we use this? Let's just, so that's a light touch because it's a spongy thing. Okay. I don't know. It's not crazy about that. Here's a little piggy. Now, usually if there's something, you know, if you're painting a light color and then you paint over a dark, it's really cool when you scrape into it or make an impression. I like this. I have not used this yet, and I love that pattern. Nobody really can tell it's a little pig, but that is so cool. And then you see a little tiny bit of the previous layers underneath. Cool, cool. I like it. Okay, I'm going overboard. I don't think there's any other paint that's thick enough to push through it. So there we go. This paper is getting pretty wet. It really should probably dry right now. So I'm going to make some notes about my experience doing this, and then I am going to, once it's dry, then I'll come back and do what I think I normally do as far as choosing the colors that I like, and using the tools that I normally. But you know what? This is probably a good way to start, because the bottom line is it doesn't really matter what you first use on the painting, at least how I do it, because it usually gets covered over, but this has made it so much more interesting. Like I might put a glaze on this or something to make it, you know, just so you could still see the layers underneath. So that's it for now. Part 2 to be continued. Thanks for watching.